Hey everybody, it's the top of the hour. It's noon on a Saturday. I know it's been a while since we've had something here, but it is now. That's not proper grammar. What matters is that you've got a little bit of time to grab some snacks, maybe get something to drink, get all comfy cozy, and of course remember to share the link out with your friends and family not already in the stream, because Middle Class Film Class will begin in about 2.5 minutes. Welcome to the virtual Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Middle Class Film Class. Please welcome to your screen, Middle Class Film Class.
Hello, classmates, listeners, and viewers. Welcome to a very special episode of Middle Class Film Class. I'm your host today, Tyler.
I'm Peter. And I'm Joseph.
And today we are reviewing one of the most romantic movies ever to hit the silver screen, Brokeback Mountain.
If you're looking for work, I suggest you get in here pronto.
Well, since we're going to be working together, I reckon it's time we start drinking together. Hell yeah.
This trailer does no justice.
Yeah!
What is this music?
It's from the movie.
You know, it could be like this, just like this always.
This thing grabs hold of us in the wrong place, and we're dead.
You know what place I'm talking
Found a
about.
way to make the time pass.
Taint.
You don't call catfish.
You don't know nothing about her.
You have no idea how bad it gets.
If you can't fix it, you got a standard.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Oh, I wish they didn't put that in the trailer.
I was waiting the whole movie for that line.
Brokeback Mountain. I'm sure there's title cards.
It truly was a Brokeback Mountain.
You know, I don't care for the music that was played in the trailer. I think this movie is a lot more deeper than, I mean, the music sounds like a goddamn parody.
It kind of sounds like wait, we actually have a drop for that.
You sound like a goddamn parrot.
That's exactly right. It does.
Kind of sounds like Shawshank.
I didn't like the music in the movie.
You didn't like the music in the movie?
No.
You don't like the slide guitar?
No.
No.
It was so.
I agree with
it was
you.
so repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like all the. Well, we'll get into that.
We'll get into it. We got a lot to get through right now. But first, let's get into some gab and chatter.
Find some charity, ye lad. Now's the time for gab and chatter.
All right, Pete, you have anything to gab and chatter about?
Yes, we have one big thing to gab about. So this is our inaugural stream through Stab Comedy. So really exciting stuff. We're taking a jump off the cliff. So for those of you who don't know, Middle Class Film Class is a podcast that we record. It's released every Wednesday on every pod service that you got.
Yeah.
And we're streaming this through Stab Comedy. If you're listening right now live, you know that. If you're listening on the podcast, tune in next month. We're going to do once a month, stream through Stab, interact in the chat, have some good times, have some laughs. So yeah, they're big stuff. And we're not shying away from, a lot of taking the safe route. So I'm going to forego my actual news stories this week, and we're going to give a call into local celebrity Adam Murphy. Yes. So Tyler, you can hear by his gasp, loves Adam on an unhealthy level.
I wouldn't say unhealthy, but
I think he's met him
maybe
like a few times.
Yeah.
I've met him plenty of times.
You've talked to him over the phone more than you've actually seen him in face.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
that may be true for a lot of people that know Adam, though, at this point through the pandemic.
Yeah.
So Adam runs an event called Night at the Red Museum here in Sacramento, and apparently it's going to go back live here pretty soon. So we're going to get Adam on the phone here, and he can talk about the Red Museum going back live.
Hopefully he answers
Yeah.
the phone.
If there's technical difficulties, we apologize in advance. We'll fix it in post.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Adam?
Hey.
You
just hanging out.
Cool. You're I know we always say you're live on the air, but now you're actually live on the air.
Incredible.
Primetime internet television
Live
right now
on with viewers watching us, listening to you.
Yeah.
Technology has caught up.
Yeah.
We're there.
If the internet had channels, I think Stab Comedy would be channel 3. Prime time, baby.
Yeah, dude.
Don't say that.
So
at least locally, right? now.
That's right. We're KQCA 58 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the people listening in Alabama are like, what? And Germany are like, da. I don't know how to say what in German. I apologize sincerely to our German listeners. So what's going on, Adam? What are you up to today?
Oh, geez. Let's see. We did story time with the kids this morning.
Nice.
We're just chilling, man. We put Boy in front of this new Studio Ghibli, Ronya, the robber's daughter.
Is
that
it?
It's like a show.
No, I don't know about it.
Yeah, it's incredible animation.
Yeah, it really is. The backgrounds are all painted. The characters are like cell shaded 3D. It's pretty good.
That's neat.
Yeah. It's just like this little girl runs around the woods. Sometimes she has a problem.
Don't we all? We talked, you and I, before this and kind of prepare for your call because we wanted to promote the return to the Red Museum live at Night at the Red Museum live in Sacramento. Tell us a little bit about the viewers who are listening locally in Sacramento. What is the Night at the Red Museum?
So we started doing this, I guess, like open to the public in 2016, maybe. We've been doing it for a long time.
I had no idea.
Obviously not for the last year.
Yeah.
But it was sort of a reason to get a bunch of people together and watch the shitty movie.
I wouldn't say that. You've shown some incredible films.
Well, thanks, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Like Sorcerer, Sleepaway Camp, Nosferatu,
Haxon with a live band.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
Also Nosferatu with a live band.
Haxon was rad. Yeah, and we're planning on bringing it back. I think we're going to do one a month. I'm working on the list. We're going to try and get like a wide variety of like, horror, action, older stuff, newer stuff, sci-fi. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're back July 11th in person outside.
July 11th, and it's on R Street or S Street? Which street
on
is it?
C Street.
C Street?
It's like C and 15th. 212
I was close.
15th Street. Yeah, it's the Red Museum. If anybody listening,
I got a letter. Yeah, just Google Red Museum Sacramento and let Waze take you there.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to find. It's a warehouse.
And it's going to be Sunday night, 8:00 on the 11th.
July 11th.
Right.
Sunday, 8 p.m. Be there or
be square.
Somewhere else.
Yeah.
What are we watching at the Red Museum on Sunday night on July 11th?
Well, we're watching one of my favorites, Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, girl.
A commercial failure, but a cult classic.
Yeah.
I have a
box office bomb.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nobody knew all of Carpenter's best films. Box office bomb.
This is John Carpenter.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Carpenter, Kurt Russell. We got Dean Cundy behind the camera.
Mm-hmm.
We got
James Wong.
Written by a whole bunch of dudes. Yep, James Hong, amazing as the villain Lopan. And
we have a version of Raiden.
The original version of Raiden.
This is the original version of Raiden. This inspired Raiden.
I've seen a lot of clips from this, but I have to be a gross admittance. I've never seen this, so
it's so good.
I'm excited to see it in person with everybody.
It's an interesting story. Like the plot of the movie is interesting.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it for me.
Silly.
Yeah. All I know that there's going to be a big amount of trouble in a very tiny China.
I think this was my mother, local billionaire Jamie Miner. She saw this movie and she, if I can remember correctly, she was afraid of this movie.
Really?
Yeah, because there is some scary images in this movie. So don't bring your kids, because I know we're all in our older age, so like everyone's having kids left and right, which I don't understand. But
did your mom have a chauffeur drive her to the theater?
Yes, I think so. I think that is correct.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
Driver.
Yeah. Take me to Big Trouble, please. Adam,
it's a great movie. It does have it's horror action. What is Carpenter says it's his action, adventure, comedy, kung fu, ghost story, monster movie. So that's Carpenter saying, that's his quote.
Is there any romance in it? Can we add one more description on there?
There's a bit of romance.
Oh my God, he missed the boat on that.
They got everything.
Check the box, every category.
It has Kurt Russell in it. What do you expect?
I know.
It's got Kurt Russell, which is like
that glorious mullet.
Yeah, beautiful mane.
Adam, we have since you're on the show with us, we've been playing a fun trivia game lately, and you graciously agreed to play along with us. You ready?
I'm not going to say I'm ready, but you know what? I am ready, but I am not prepared.
All right, so strap in. It's the Middle Class Film Class Movie Trivia Game.
Here we go.
Sponsored by Cameo.
Pending approval.
Yeah. Rick Cameo.
Pending sponsorship.
Yeah, Rick Cameo called me himself and said, "Yeah, Pete, you can use the name."
Rick Cameo.
Mr. Cameo.
Yeah, Mr. Cameo. So we've done this a few different ways. We had Joseph versus Tyler the first round. We had Eric versus Bruce, two listeners / fellow podcasters from Find Your Film, play against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked Adam. I said, Adam, do you want to do solo? Do you want to play against one of the three of us? And Adam said, I'm taking Pete down. Is what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I said was, I'm probably not going to win regardless. So I want to fight Pete.
That's right. It's happening right now, baby. So Joseph, I let Joseph know, and I wrote some questions for you.
I have the questions
ahead of time, Adam, and sent them to Joseph. And Joseph wrote some questions for me. So
Pete made my question super difficult, and Joseph made Pete's question super easy.
Of course.
I hope. Maybe I did. I didn't mean to.
Nepotism, cronyism. So I'm gonna read the rules real quick. Each contestant gets 30 seconds on the clock to answer simple movie or trivia questions like name 3 movies with Nicolas Cage. Each question has a different point value assigned, and the player with the most points at the end of 5 rounds wins. Simple enough?
Okay. Simple enough.
All right, so
we'll see.
Who's first?
Joseph, Tico, whatever you want.
Okay.
And I'm playing the 30 seconds on the clock.
All right. Local celebrity Adam, since you are the guest, you will go first.
Sure.
And Tyler's keeping score.
Yes. Okay. Local celebrity Adam Murphy, you share a surname with a litany of on-screen Hollywood elites. For 1,776 points, celebrating our nation's independence from Ireland. I think that's not right.
That is accurate. That's factually accurate.
Okay.
We are independent from Ireland.
That is true. Name 3 other Hollywood actors or actresses with the last name of Murphy.
All right. Well, we got to go with Cillian Murphy, right?
Okay.
Oh my God, this is just going to be terrible.
There's 3 big ones.
I know.
Had your whole
I'm
life.
really bad at this. Brittany Murphy.
Yep.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Yeah, baby.
We would have also accepted Annie Murphy from Schitt's Creek and James Murphy from LCD Sound System. And he's not an actor.
I know.
And
he's an actor. Yeah.
Charlie Murphy.
He was in the comedy, the Tim Heidecker movie.
Oh, wow! I did.
Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie.
No, the comedy.
That's what it's called. It's called the comedy.
Yeah,
I'm not aware of that one.
It's a nightmare, but I do recommend it.
Yes.
Nice.
Wait, how many points was that for?
1776.
1776, when we freed ourselves from the clutches of those leprechauns.
Yeah.
The yoke of Irish oppression.
Sons of bitches.
Okay.
Okay, Pete.
Yes, I'm ready.
Your turn. And you're buzzing yourself.
I'm just gonna start the 30 seconds. That's it.
Okay, I have the correct and incorrect answers.
Cool.
Okay, Pete. We all get excited when hearing the name of a movie spoken in that very same movie.
Yes.
A la Brokeback Mountain.
Okay.
So not excluding Brokeback Mountain for 69,420 points.
All right.
Name 5 movies where a character says the name of the movie.
Oh man.
Annihilation. Let's see. Goodfellas. Casino.
That doesn't even count.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's such a common word.
And he say it in the movie. The Secret Life of Dogs. You're gonna take my word for that one.
Say it in the movie?
I don't know. Okay. Let's see.
I'll say you have 3.
Okay.
2 more.
Kill Bill. Hateful Eight. Oh, they don't say Hateful Eight in it.
Well,
son of a bitch.
You did worse than I thought. Would have accepted Annihilation.
Okay.
Back to the Future. Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh.
Jurassic Park. The Matrix. Hot Tub Time Machine.
I thought I didn't know it was called Welcome to Jurassic Park. He does. It's a great one. He actually looks into the camera.
Well, he did not Welcome to Jurassic Park. He says Jurassic Park.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's not the movie name.
Jurassic Park is the movie name.
Okay, fair enough.
Some Like It Hot or Some Like It Hot. And there's a whole plethora of others, but those are the big ones.
I follow a few Facebook pages that feature these, and I shit the bed for that. I'm sorry. I failed everyone, including my parents. Okay.
I would actually consider that a Murph move.
That's
my alter ego.
I really murphed
you
it.
murphed it.
I murphed that one.
Yeah.
Murphed it. All right.
Okay, Adam.
Yes.
Second question. Joe Dante directed Gremlins and Gremlins 2. For 1,000 points, name 3 other Joe Dante directed feature films, not Gremlins 2.
Okay. The Talking Heads, what is it? The Stop Making Sense. That was Joe Dante.
Sure.
He did Horns with Daniel Radcliffe.
Joe Dante
And he did... No, that's Jonathan Demme. Shit. Jonathan Demme did the Talking Heads. Fuck. Joe Dante definitely did horns though. But he did not do the Talking Head movie. Joe Dante did Gremlins movie.
Oh,
Really?
that was a tough one.
Wow.
No, it shouldn't have been tough. I know this.
The Burbs, Inner Space,
Okay. Yeah.
Matinee,
Inner Space.
Small Soldiers,
He did Small Soldiers?
The Howling, Piranha, Hollywood Boulevard, Explorers, Looney Tunes Back in Action, and The Hole. That's what we have here.
Yeah.
Did he not do horns even? Dude, I suck.
No, that was I pulled every feature-length movie. He did a bunch of TV movies as well, but
I was on Jonathan Demme.
Bree says Alexander Aja or Aha directed Horns. She's seen that movie a thousand times.
All right,
and
well,
read the
I
book
really
1,001 times.
It was my turn to murder.
All right. Question 2 for Pete.
Okay.
Pete, that's your name, right?
That's my name.
Which is short for Peter.
That's right.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
For 9 points.
Okay.
Name 5 movie characters that share your first name.
Peter Rabbit,
Mm-hmm.
Peter Pan, Peter from Office Space.
That's 3.
Let's see. Peter. Can I say Peter Pan from Wendy?
No, you can say Peter Pan from Peter Pan.
Damn it. Let's see. Oh,
I've got one in mind.
Pete from the Goofy movie.
Is that
That's his neighbor's name.
All right, that's 5.
All right.
9 points, Tyler.
Hell yeah. That was the big money round too. 9 points.
Also would have accepted Peter Pettigrew.
Yep, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Peter Parker.
Oh.
Fuck me.
Peter Venkman.
That's a good one. Yep.
Peter Quill.
Peter Quill, yeah.
Oh.
And Stinky Pete
Ah, yes. By Kelsey Grammer.
from Toy Story 2, the number 1 movie that dethroned Paddington 2, which dethroned Citizen Kane, that piece of shit.
So Toy Story 2, best movie ever made. Definitively best movie ever made at this point.
Toy Story
I
2.
don't even think it's the best Toy Story movie.
I am absolutely on board with that. Toy Story 2.
You got to write into Rotten Tomatoes and tell them what's up.
I am offended.
Okay.
All right. Question 3
On the board, 9 points.
Adam.
All right. Whew. Mhm.
At the Red Museum, you scream. You scream.
Yeah, he screams at the audience.
You screen underappreciated gems and odd movies that are fun to watch in a group, like Sleepaway Camp, Wild at Heart, and Zardoz, starring Sean Connery. In the spirit of the strangely named Zardoz, for 10,000 points, name 3 movie titles starting with the letter Z.
Ooh. Shit. I know there's a movie called Zoo. I've never seen it, but that's one.
Ding.
Xanadu, I think, starts with X.
It is an X.
That's an X.
Then I'm going to go with the movie Z. That's a movie. Or Z, if you're
Yeah.
If you're
a Brit.
a British.
Is there a zebra movie?
There is one, but it's not called Zebra.
Zebra Man. Is that a movie?
So
Zebra
close.
Man.
Zebra Man.
That's a guess.
Zebra Girl. That's
Zebra
a new one.
Girl?
Came out this year, actually. I just watched it. It's good.
Fuck.
Weird.
Sequel to Horse Girl.
Yeah.
So no, we did not.
2 out of 3.
So we would have accepted the upcoming release of Zola,
Oh, shit. I want to see that, too.
Zack
Damn.
Snyder's Justice League.
Hey, what? It's the official
Z.
title.
That is the official title.
Word.
Zootopia, Zookeeper,
Yeah.
Zombie Bro, Zathura, Zero Dark 30, Zoom,
Zombieland, geez.
Yeah, Zoo Warriors, Z for Zachariah, Zack and Marie Make a Porno, Zappa, Zombie Hamlet, 0 Days, Zeroville, Zoe, Zombie Child, Zoom, Zoolander.
Oh, right. I think we get
Zama,
it.
Zero
I
Days.
get it.
I gotta read them all.
Right?
Jesus. I wrote for these ones that it's like we don't know. No one knows is the movies. I make compile a complete list just in case.
You never heard of Zakamon?
But I should have known at least the movie Zombie.
Or Zombieland.
Or Zoolander.
Yeah, Zoolander.
Zoolander.
Yeah. Looking at all these Z's, the Z is starting to not look like a letter
I'm
anymore.
telling you, it's weird.
That's the pressure of this game. You think you know movies, but then once you get the question, you
once you put the screws to you.
Okay.
Under that microscope.
Yeah.
Question 3 for Pete.
I'm ready.
You like cars, right, Pete?
I like cars.
You're a car guy.
I'm a car guy.
Some might say. You drive cars pretty much every day.
Every day.
You got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of your own cars.
That's right. Uh-huh.
God, look at how rich
And
he is.
3 of them run.
How
3 of them run.
rich. For 1,961 points.
Ooh, 1961. Good year.
Name 3 movies that feature a Cadillac in them that don't have the word Cadillac in the title.
Driving Miss Daisy. Brokeback Mountain. Goodfellas. There was one in the background of Brokeback Mountain. Goodfellas. Just 3?
Yeah, it was just 3.
Oh, done.
No, you did it.
For bonus points.
Oh,
I still use up down.
Oh, Pulp Fiction. Any Wise Guys movie. Scarface.
That was an easy one.
Cadillac's an easy one.
So
1961.
1961.
Also would have accepted Dreamgirls, Shape of Water.
Shape of Water has a good one.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, poor Michael Shannon gets his 1962 Cadillac destroyed in Shape of Water.
Fear and Loathing.
Broke my heart.
Oh, that's right.
Dukes of Hazzard. License to Drive.
You're really sorry for that character.
I know. Fuck.
I know. I really loved that character. He was such a
dickhead,
such a caring
nice guy.
Nice.
Hey, man, you know what? It's not cool to fuck with people's cars. You know, people can be assholes. Don't key their cars.
Isn't that the line in Pulp Fiction? You do not takes a takes a real piece of shit to fuck with someone's automobile, something like that.
I don't know. I'm not aware of that one.
I think that's.
I think it's never touch a black man's radio.
That's
from Pulp Fiction, right?
Another one.
Featuring Jackie Chan.
Question 4 for Adam.
Ooh, all right, yeah.
The 1980s and the 1990s seem to be the sweet spot for a lot of Adam's plops. For 1980 and 1990, oh wait, what? What is it? For 1980 and 1,980 and 1,990 points, name 3 movies that won the Best Picture Oscar in the 80s or 90s.
Okay, American Beauty comes to mind.
That's right on the edge. Counts.
Yeah. Let's see, Academy Awards.
Best Picture.
I'm thinking about it.
Oscar ones are hard.
The big ones.
Oh, Silence of the Lambs.
Mhm.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yep.
And fuck.
One more.
What else was around there? I know. I don't.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
fuck,
sorry. Your
like-
time is up.
We would have accepted Shakespeare in Love, Titanic, English Patient,
Yeah, what the shit?
Braveheart, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
I can't believe that one.
Schindler's
Best Picture.
List,
Yeah.
Unforgiven, Dances with Wolves, and a lot of other ones.
And the rest.
Nobody cares about any of those movies.
Forrest Gump beat Shawshank.
Yeah, that's
Shakespeare in Love beat what was it? Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, really?
yeah.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Shakespeare in Love.
That's how you know the Academy Awards are rigged.
Forrest Gump and Shawshank. That was a coin toss, probably.
Think so?
It was a coin toss. Like,
Forrest Gump is like a crowd pleaser, but Shawshank is objectively a better movie.
of course it is.
Forrest Gump was a what do you call that? Phenomenon.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomena. This movie you watched a lot as a kid.
Phenomenon?
Oh, yeah.
No.
John Travolta?
Question
Forrest
4 for Pete.
All right, ready.
You like turtles, right, Pete?
I like turtles.
You're a turtle guy,
I'm a
some
turtle.
might say.
I have 2 of them.
You feed turtles
I've
Yes.
never
I
heard of that before.
every day.
Turtle
I don't know if
guy.
you do them every day.
They feed themselves every day.
You got not 1, but 2 turtles of your own.
Yes.
Shout out Pepe and Elby.
What's up, buddies? my boys in the backyard.
For 123 points, name at least 3 movies with talking turtle characters and what their characters' names are.
Oh my god.
Finding Nemo, Crush. A turtle. I don't know the other one. The Turtle Story. I don't know what the fuck that one's. Over the Hedge, Sheldon.
Oh.
It's a total guess, by the way. Of his name. What?
Ooh.
No.
Let's see.
Get 1.
What else? It was not Sheldon.
I don't know.
Over the Hedge, Shelley.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Talking Turtles.
Come
Fuck.
on.
I can't even think of another one. Another movie.
You got Crush.
That's a really hard one.
Or we would have
Squirt.
accepted Squirt.
Squirt's his son.
Morla from Neverending Story. Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda.
Fucking Oogway.
What about Teenage
Or
Mutant
any
Ninja
of the
Turtles?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They're turtles. Although I don't know if you would count them as turtles.
They are. They're in the name.
Yeah, they're turtles.
They're humanoid
They're
turtles.
less
I
than
don't know if
they're
that
talking
counts.
turtles.
They're between 13 and 19 years old, and they're turtles.
They love pizza.
Yeah.
I love pizza.
And big rats.
Shit. How many points do I have, Tyler?
Mhm.
You have 9 plus 1961.
1970 points.
1 equals 1970 points. You have a commanding lead
take
over
that,
Adam.
10th grade
who
math.
has, 1776.
Oh.
Oh,
I have like 200.
both good years though, right?
So wait, so who has what?
I'm winning by 200 points.
200 points
Ish.
Mhm.
only? Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
All right, Adam. Last
All
question.
right.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Our listeners may not know this, but you sport a high quality mullet on top of that head full of movie knowledge.
Oh, that's so true.
For 6,900 points. Nice. Name 4 movie mullets.
Okay, well, I got to go with Joe Dirt. That's the classic.
Mhm.
The Lost Boys has some hella great, amazing mullets in it,
Kiefer.
and this one just popped off the top of my head because I was thinking about it recently. Labyrinth. How can you
Yes.
beat that mullet?
One more.
Oh, one more. Oh shit.
Come on.
Oh my god. Oh, well, Big Trouble.
There you
Big Trouble in
go.
Little China. Yeah.
Ding,
that was
ding,
a layup.
ding.
That's it.
6,900
That was a
points.
layup for Big Trouble.
So is
Yeah.
Adam now in the lead
He
Oh, by a
is.
lot.
by 6,700 points?
Yes.
Yeah,
he is.
something like that. 6,700 points.
Okay. Pete,
All right.
last question.
I'm ready.
For 6,701 points.
Okay.
You claim your favorite movie is There Will Be Blood.
Okay.
Repeatedly.
Yes.
Starring Daniel Day-Lewis, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yes.
For the points that I just said, can you name at least 4 other movies starring Daniel Day-Lewis that are not directed by Paul Thomas Anderson?
Lincoln. Dances with Wolves. My Left Foot. And oh gosh. I don't know. I follow a lot of Daniel Day-Lewis's stuff, unless it's PTA involved.
Come on. This is for the game. This is for the win.
Oof. I want to help, but I don't.
This is for the win. You get a shirt.
Now I have it.
Damn it. You were one away.
I don't know any other DDL
Last of the
movies.
Mohicans.
I said that.
No, you didn't.
Oh, you said Dances with Wolves.
And
Oh,
also, that's Kevin
That's
Costner.
That's actually what I meant is Last Mohican.
So you actually only got 2.
Motherfucker.
Gangs of New York.
Gangs of New York.
Oh, yeah. That's
That's
I was going to say Scorsese.
That's Scorsese.
The
Yeah.
Crucible.
Martin Scorsese.
The Age of Innocence. In the Name of the Father.
The Crucible.
The Boxer. The Ballad of Jack and Rose.
Nope.
9.
Nope.
And you got Lincoln.
Yeah.
So Adam, right? Adam wins.
Adam
wins with 8,666 points.
Oh my God. I'd like to
Fantastic.
thank the middle class film class for having me on. I'd like to thank years of
course.
wasted time in front of television. I'd like to thank
Listen to the crowd. Listen to the
Standing
crowd.
O.
They love you,
thanks.
Adam. All right, that's enough of that.
everyone.
Very cool.
All right, Adam. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. Give us one more
Always.
plug for the Red Museum, and we'll let you go.
All right. It is July 11th, 8 p.m. at the Red Museum. We're watching Big Trouble in Little China. It's an action, adventure, comedy, romance, kung fu, ghost story monster movie that you got to see to believe.
And how much? What's the price of admission, Adam?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are asking $5.
All right.
But this is a suggested donation. We're asking $5.
Suggested donation.
Suggested donation.
Mhm.
And if you give us $5, there might be something else for you.
Oh, nice. And it's a
Might be a little surprise.
bring your own snacks and drinks and stuff.
BYO, everything.
All right. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All righty, Adam. We'll let you go. It's good talking to you, buddy.
Rock and roll. Thanks, guys.
Later.
See ya.
What a delight.
And actually, he says suggested donation, but on this podcast, this specifically for me, it's a required donation. Like, there is, if you're coming in, with the knowledge of the Red Museum from our show, you're required to pay.
Yeah, Tyler makes the rules.
I give him a 20 bill every time I go to those.
Why don't you give me a 20 bill?
For what?
I'm hosting this goddamn show.
I have a problem with this.
You know?
Well, maybe you know what? Maybe I should.
Oh, speaking of which, before I relinquish my time to Joseph, there's also hosting fees for the new website. That's right. Hold on. Where is that?
We have a website.
Yeah, we have a website. Somewhere on here, there's a...
It's very robust.
It is. I don't have the...
And it's
Is that what you're trying to play?
Yeah, I'm trying to
exclusive.
Play the horns. Yeah, it's mcfcpodcast.com. It's new. It's nothing special, but if you want to find our socials and all that stuff and listen to the recent episodes, just head on over there. It's a good time. And Bree spent a ton of time making it. Brianna, the love of my life.
Oh.
The air in my lungs, the blood in my veins. She made it for us on last minute terms, and it's everything we need, and it's great. So check it out. Joseph?
All right. So I don't really have any movie news, but I do have movies that I watched that are not, one of them is not going to be streaming anymore tomorrow. So it's not really a streaming pick, and I don't have any streaming picks, but I did watch movies this week, so don't think I'm lazy. Okay.
I don't think anyone's saying that.
I've been busy. All right. Watching these movies.
Okay. We forgive you.
So I went to the movie theaters twice this week.
That's exciting.
That is exciting. And the first movie I saw almost post pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Since the last movie I saw in theaters was The Hunt, which was our last in-person field trip.
Yeah.
I went and saw the newly released Werewolves Within.
Oh, exciting.
Werewolves Within is a new movie, sort of horror movie starring the AT&T girl.
Who's that?
You recognize it.
Alicia Vikander?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, okay.
It's that girl right there. AT&T girl.
I don't have cable. I don't see commercials.
Anyway, so this movie is rentable. It's $7 on Apple TV, Amazon, but it's in theaters right now.
Okay.
And I went and saw it, and it was not bad. It's basically like a game of werewolf, if anybody's ever played that, or
it's based off of a game. Is it like a card game or a video game?
It's actually based off of a video game with the same title. It's a VR video game called Werewolves Within, and it's like it's a whoddunit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's like Knives Out meets werewolves.
Interesting. Meets Goonies?
No.
Okay.
And it's not as probably not as well written as Knives Out probably is.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a very entertaining movie. And basically this cop, he's not a cop, he's a forest ranger, moves to this new town. He's the new forest ranger of this like small town in the mountains or the hills. And there's a werewolf causing mayhem, and it all takes place over one night, and like they all gather in this one house, and the power's all out, and they basically like
who's the werewolf?
Oh, so they're trying to figure out which one of the people in the house is turning into a werewolf and killing people.
Yes. It's interesting.
Don't they just like look at the person with the giant fangs and the hair coming out all over the place?
Yeah, it's interesting because like you think that would be the giveaway right in the beginning. It's like you think it's one person, and then like mid through the movie you kind of forget, and then you think it's another person, and it's entertaining enough. It's not like the best movie. It's kind of cheesy at some points, but it's worth a watch.
Okay.
It's worth $7, not $13.
So yeah, you're getting your bargains worth to watch it. $7 at home for two people to watch it.
Yeah, it's a Friday night movie. Good.
Okay.
Nice.
And the guy, what's his name? Homer from not Simpsons, but Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, Homer. Homer?
Nepotism.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Homer Stokes.
Homer Stokes. I don't know that actor's name.
But he's in it.
John Goodman?
Is he the werewolf?
No. Spoilers.
Can you tell me?
No,
the guy that has the little person. The guy's running for governor.
Oh, I belong to a secret society. I am not made to. Don't need to discuss it right now.
Yeah.
The next movie I watched is, I guess, in theaters right now, and it's also on HBO Max. It's leaving HBO Max tomorrow, July 4th. And it's not really a movie that I highly recommend that much. I watched the third Conjuring movie, and
Oh yeah,
it was okay.
yeah. It was entertaining enough. I don't feel like it was as scary as I wanted it to be.
Yeah, and you don't even need to watch the Conjuring movies in like succession because it's sort of all self-contained. Because I haven't seen the second one or any of the Annabelle movies.
There's a little fan service for the people who follow along, but it's not like you're gonna be completely lost.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I got the gist of it.
And yeah, so it's an okay movie.
All right.
You know, that's the movie I watched. And then the third movie I did watch is a little bit more local. I saw it at the Tower Theater. Movie called First Date, and it stars some actually local talent.
Oh, cool.
I actually have worked with.
Nice.
Because of my job. Wow. Actually stars two people that I've worked with. And it's kind of like it was accepted into Sundance, which
that's pretty neat.
After watching it, I was like, okay.
I wish I could have been a part of that.
Yeah, where's
and then
Tyler wants to know where his invite was.
It was me who was invited, so I'm not I'm not the one dishing out the invites. So basically it's kind of like a classic plot, like a teenager who needs a car to go on a date.
Okay.
Oh, is this action movie with the drugs in the car?
Yes.
Oh, I saw a trailer for this.
Starring Golston Dart.
No. So basically this kid, he has this girl out on a date, but he needs a car. So he buys this 65 Chrysler from this shady guy.
A New Yorker?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And
good car.
And it's in bad shape.
Oh, bad car.
Yeah. And he buys it from this guy, and like the car is wanted by a gang, basically, of these drug dealers or whatever. And he's driving it around, and he gets into these shenanigans, and it takes place pretty much over the course of one night. His parents go out of town, you know, and it's definitely like not student film, but it's definitely like a really well-made student film.
Oh, okay.
Like it is good quality, and there is some pretty good visual comedy moments and like good like bits of dialogue.
Was this directed by a local director too, or is these just local actors that were?
I don't know if the director is local or not, but it's also entertaining, but also has a lot of sort of cringe writing in it.
Gotcha.
But it's worth a watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
It's called First Date.
And where can you find it?
You can also
Sundance.
See this. Yes. I don't know if it's still. I mean, I saw it at the Tower Theater, but you can also rent it on Amazon and Apple TV and YouTube.
Nice.
Amongst other ones.
Support local art.
Yeah.
Sure.
And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
No news stories.
Not really.
The news is he's in the theater twice in 1 week.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I
haven't been in the theater once so far. You guys are both going to movie theaters and leaving me behind.
Well, hey, my context is a little bit more serious than Joseph.
I know. I'm gonna wake up at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow. I'm gonna go see a movie, and both of you guys can stay the fuck home.
Cool.
That's not true.
On the 4th of July.
I'm not waking up at 8:30.
I expect a text from you. I expect a text from you saying,
I'll text
meet
you
me at this theater.
No, I'll text you when the trailers start and say, look what you're missing out on.
And then I will speed my way down there.
Yeah, find the theater first.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess
yeah, it's your go.
My turn. So for our viewers out there and for our listeners who are new to the podcast, sometimes I do a list of movies who
Here it comes. I'm ready.
Movies that correspond to the year that came out with the episode number, and we're on episode 96. And so I'm going to list not movies that are popular in 1996, that I'm just listing my favorite movies in 1996. First off, we have Twister, starring Bill Paxton. Incredible film. Sling Blade, starring Billy Bob Thornton, which is, oh my God, that movie is really heavy.
Also starring Dwight Yoakam and John Ritter.
Cable Guy, starring Jim Carrey, which we talked about in our group chat. Which
I just watched that this week. It's not a streaming pick because everyone should just watch it anyways.
Yes, exactly. Train Spotting.
Okay,
good movie.
I'm with Joseph. It's all right.
Okay, fine. This is my list.
I prefer Control.
Ooh, you know what? That's not bad. That's not a bad comparison.
They really spot trains there.
And how could I forget The Rock?
Yes.
Starring Nicolas Cage and
Sean Connery.
Oh yeah, that's his name, Sean Connery.
I didn't know that.
That was the joke.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that Dwayne Johnson came out in 1996.
Yeah,
I thought he was straight.
Yeah. So that's my list.
Can I chime in? Can I say something about 1996?
Sure.
Mars Attacks that we did on this show. Tremors.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I had to keep it short. I wanted to keep it short.
How appropriate. Independence Day.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
that's right. Independence Day did come out
the greatest
in '96.
To our viewers, one of our viewers chimed in, not named Dan.
Oh, hi, Nathan.
Space Jam is chiming. He's chiming in with Space Jam.
Oh yeah, we also did Space Jam.
Yes, we did.
Not sure if he's being ironic or not.
Well,
it holds a special spot in a lot of people's hearts. But as we found out from a rewatching,
very sexualized.
It leaves a lot to the imagination.
Yeah, it certainly does. It certainly does.
The sexualization of Lola Rabbit is
how
necessary.
dare you?
It's necessary.
There's nothing wrong with sexualizing a girl rabbit.
Tyler said those things.
His life.
I don't know what to say to that. But
I became a man.
That was the time that Tyler realized he might be a furry. Don't ever call me doll. Boing.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I just like to formally apologize to
all these guys. Okay. A lot of people have been coming up to me and saying, "Oh, hey Tyler, are you excited for the new Halloween movie that's coming out called Halloween Kills?" And
a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
Know,
a lot of different people. A lot of
a lot of people. Because I have the antagonist tattooed on my body.
Oh yeah, it's
and
true.
So they come up to me and they think like I'm like a super fan of the Halloween series, which I mean,
they're not wrong.
That's not true. I mean, I regret this tattoo.
Do you?
Significantly? Yeah. It was a spur of the moment thing. Don't get tattoos on the spur of the moment.
Unless it's a food character like the cow head from the Baby Bell cheese.
Oh yeah,
I'll never regret that one. The Chiquita Banana character.
Yeah. And God. And so
home movies reference.
So I've been getting I've been getting a lot of people asking me like, "Oh, are you excited for the sequel to the Halloween series?" And no, I'm not. I saw the trailer which came out last week, and it just let the series die. And actually, as a Halloween series fan, if anyone is going to be or who is interested in the Halloween series, all I have to say is watch Halloween 1, watch Halloween 3. That's all you need to watch, because everything else is just trash. It's all trash. Halloween 2.
I want to see a Halloween musical.
Oh, well,
that you're okay with that? You're okay with that, but not Halloween Kills?
I mean, can you imagine Michael Myers doing jazz hands with his butcher knife? Like,
I cannot. So I want to see it happen.
I think that would be great. So, for everyone out there who has been asking me about the Halloween Kills, no, I am not.
The rumors are not true. I am not excited.
And
so stop asking already. Jesus Christ!
I don't smoke weed.
Well, that's true. I don't partake. Look at that. Someone on Team Tyler. I have a couple of news stories though. First off,
wait. We talked about this. We have a hard time.
Well, I know. That's why I'm trying to get through it.
Okay.
So I guess there's a Alien TV series coming out.
Yes, we've talked about this.
We have?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so this is, well, I guess there's more news to it, is that Ripley is not going to be a part of the TV series of Alien. Rather, it's not going to be a part of space either. It's not going to take place in space. It's not going to take place on a mining alien planet. It's going to take place on Earth. Which I think there's a lot of room to grow for big open spaces with xenomorphs. excuse me, xenomorphs. I
Big open space with xenomorphs. So it's Alien vs Predator.
Well, no, it's because it doesn't take place in an ancient Mayan pyramid in the Arctic. But I think it's going to be really interesting because I've read the comics after the Aliens movie, James Cameron's Alien movies came out, and essentially what happens is that the Wayland industry takes the alien back to planet Earth, and then the xenomorph essentially takes over Earth, and it's a post-apocalyptic situation with like the queen nesting in different parts of Earth. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, I guess what we have talked about it before.
I want to see the alien queen fill up the core of the Earth and full of eggs. And there's just a shitload of them down there, a la Pitch Black, a la Starship Troopers.
Ooh, a la Godzilla 2000.
Yes, Matthew Broderick masterpiece
in a sports arena.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden.
Oh my God! Yes,
he loves it. Loves the idea.
Can we please delete that off of the drops? I can't take it anymore. That's
no, we can't.
Okay,
once it's on there, it's permanent.
All right, that's fine.
Whacking off.
That's true. I will be whacking off to the Alien TV series because I am.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go home.
That's right. My last news story is Blumhouse is doing a sequel to The Exorcist.
Oh yes, I've heard whispers.
The first Exorcist?
Yes.
Oh.
This is how you can tell I'm pissed off is because I'm not raging and crescendoing my voice into a way where I would be
to show your anger.
Yeah. No, this is
how you know you're mad when you're not showing your anger.
Yeah, this is a very deep, heated anger.
Okay.
That I can't believe that. First of all, actually, I already understand.
What can I do to piss Tyler off the most?
Yeah, make an Exorcist sequel because that was a masterpiece. Exorcist 2, trash. Exorcist 3, a classic. But to make they're doing the same thing with Halloween. They're ignoring all the sequels and then they remake it coming back oh yeah, Halloween 2 didn't exist, Halloween 3 didn't exist, whatever. And so now they're doing the same thing with The Exorcist.
Do you really feel like it sullies the name of The Exorcist by having a bad remake though? It's basically the exact same move as having a bad sequel.
Yeah,
who cares? You got the original property. It's like
you make a great point.
It's like visiting an old friend. It's always there. Old reliable Exorcist.
You make a great point, but at the same time, it's why waste your time on an IP that's already successful? It's not
a waste of time. It's money. Money.
Yeah, that's true.
They want that money, true. And then who better to get money for the studios?
I feel like this is a personal attack on me.
Yeah, that's right. I feel like the Blumhouse brothers are they're spying on me, and they're just how can we?
Michael and George Blum.
Yeah. How can we make Tyler's life more miserable than it already is? Well, let's make an Exorcist sequel that ignores everything else. So I don't know. I
tend to stay away from most Exorcist type of movies because I've already seen the best one. It's called The Exorcist.
That's right.
But so the taking of Deborah Logan or whatever. It's I watched it. It was fine, but I wasn't ooh, another Exorcist movie. It was so exciting, That
wasn't a part of the
I'm going to go home
series.
and watch it right now. Yeah, exactly. It's not part of the, but I mean, movies about exorcisms in general.
Yeah.
I'm it's old hat, been done.
They've already did one.
They already made a movie where a little girl says, "Let Jesus fuck you," while she's doing untoward things with a crucifix.
Yeah, stabbing her genitalia.
In the 70s.
I know, that's crazy.
Can you believe? Can you imagine what it would be like if you're in the 70s and you go to a theater and you see that scene and then the little girl shoves her mom's face into her bloody crotch?
I'm sure.
Oh my God!
I'm sure the target audience was for people like Glenn Danzig. Glenn Danzig was all over that.
Danzig is a kidnapper. That's true.
Well, allegedly. Yeah, I mean, he kidnapped my heart with his music. Yeah. Anyways, that's all. That's all I.
What's next, Tyler? For those who haven't watched this show or listened to the show.
Oh well. What's next is streaming picks.
Movies. Currently streaming live on the internet.
Streaming in.
I want my picks back. Streaming into. All right, I don't know who has the fucking pick.
Streaming.
That story is streaming elsewhere.
You found the pick.
All right. Well, we are now in our streaming picks segment, and this is a segment in which we pick movies that are streaming on various streaming services so that everyone could,
find something to watch.
Yeah.
I'm right on pace for my quest for 500 this year. My goal is to watch 500 movies in 2021, the year of our Lord, Anno Domini.
Year of Lord.
And right as June ended, I finished number 250. Halfway through the year, I'm at 250, and I'm sweating a little bit. I'm panicking.
Oh,
I think I need to start cramming some movies in. So I have one very fun movie, cheeseburger movie that I'm going to recommend. This is
cheeseburger movie.
Yeah, I've heard the phrase
good burger.
Yeah, it's a good cheeseburger. Or a Boca burger, if you will.
Ew.
What's the good vegan burger? Impossible.
Beyond.
Impossible.
Or
okay.
Beyond.
So I got a great delicious burger from Burger Patch. It's called Boss Level from 2021 this year, streaming on Hulu.
Boss Level.
Have you guys heard of this?
Boss Level.
Boss Level.
I've heard of Boss Baby.
This is almost the same thing. It stars Frank Grillo. It's a hard R.
Almost the same thing.
Almost the same thing. And basically, it's Groundhog's Day mixed with like a Michael Bay action movie. This character. He's an ex covert ops sort of guy, or like special forces, played by Frank Grillo. And I know Frank.
Didn't Tom Cruise already do this kind of movie before?
Yeah, but it was like a futuristic war movie. That was Edge of Tomorrow, aka
Edge of Tomorrow,
aka Live Die Repeat. Weird movie title change.
Where Respawn is
IRL. But anyways, this one is not that. He's basically it's directed by the guy that did Smoke and Aces, and has that same high intensity energy, kind of like Crank.
Yeah.
And basically he wakes up in the morning to a guy trying to kill him. His wake up clock is this machete banging into his headboard on his bed, and he wakes up and there's an assassin in his apartment trying to kill him, and he lives through this event 200 plus times throughout the movie, and he has 10 different assassins all trying to kill him, and you're not quite sure why. So it has Frank Grillo in it. It has Naomi Watts as his estranged wife. It has Mel Gibson as the big bad.
Mel
Gibson. He plays a fucking great antagonist. He's
already an antagonist to our society. So
this is true. But those blue eyes, you can't cancel those blue eyes, baby. So and also my favorite addition to this movie, Will Sasso.
Oh,
Will Sasso is in this movie.
Plays the
I'm glad
head.
He's finding work.
The head security guard, and I was a little disappointed there wasn't one lemon in the whole movie, but still,
yeah.
If you have some spare time, look up Will Sasso lemons on YouTube. It's ridiculous. But anyways, it's a fun action adventure or sort of action Groundhog's Day movie, and it's like hard R, a lot of cussing, a lot of blood, a lot of everything. It's like so much all in one, and it's called Boss Level, and essentially it's like a video game. You're on this level that you can't beat. You can't beat the big boss. So it's like playing Dark Souls, and every time you play that level, you get a little bit further and a little bit closer to the boss, and you learn how to avoid this enemy and learn how to try a different strategy with that enemy, and it's very, very fun. It's not going to win any Oscars, but I had a really, really fun time watching it. So if you're looking for something like that, if that's up your alley, watch Boss Level on Hulu. The other one is we already talked about The Cable Guy. Watch that. That's streaming right now, I think, on Netflix.
Oh, really?
I think it's on. I want to say it's on Netflix. But that's not my streaming pick. My main streaming pick is not any new movie, but it's Tropic Thunder, streaming on Amazon Prime.
Oh.
So goddamn good. It's so good. It has it's a great understated Matthew McConaughey performance. It's probably my favorite Tom Cruise performance. the rare comedic Tom Cruise performance as Les Grossman.
Yeah.
And it's got a great soundtrack. It's got fake movie trailers. And I watched Tropic Thunder, and then we watched The Cable Guy. And in The Cable Guy, they have the fake news stories, which and within the news stories about this, the Menendez brothers basically killing each other.
Yeah.
The two brothers that one killed the other brother. They have this whole like news.
It's like a B plot, almost like
a
subplot.
It's playing in the background on the news throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
And they have a made for TV movie that's released while the thing's coming out. And it's what's his name? It's like Scott Baio or somebody plays both of the brothers in the movie.
Yeah, who is it?
It's
I can't remember.
Who was supposed to play Marty McFly before and he got canceled.
Marty McFly.
Yeah, in the Back to the Future, it was going to be this actor, and then it ended up being Michael J. Fox. But anyways,
I don't remember.
They have a fake trailer for that in The Cable Guy, and then later on, when Ben Stiller directed both of those, Tropic Thunder and The Cable Guy, when he did Tropic Thunder, they did the fake booty sweat commercial.
Ben Stiller.
Satan's Alley.
It's Ben Stiller who plays Sam Sweet.
But in the TV movie about the Sam Sweet story, it's like that's not Scott Baio, but it's somebody else. It's, just look up who was going to play Marty McFly before Michael J. Fox.
Are you sure it's?
I'm pretty sure
that
it's
person.
him. I'm pretty sure it's him. But in Tropic Thunder, they have the Fatties Fart 2, Satan's Alley, and Scorcher 6.
Yeah, Satan's Alley was a really funny one, starring Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how much money.
Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz. It is Eric Stoltz in there. So it's starring Academy Award winning Kirk Lazarus and MTV Movie Award Best Kiss winner Tobey Maguire. I've been a bad boy. Yes. And apparently Tobey Maguire basically agreed to do it for Ben Stiller, and he said, "You have me for one day." and that's when they shot the trailer.
Funny.
So anyways, Tropic Thunder, if you don't know what it is, it's a movie about making a movie. It's about making this movie called Tropic Thunder, based off the book Tropic Thunder, written by Tayback Fourleaf, who is played by
Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte, the one and only. And it's got a great cast. Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr. in blackface, who is uncounselable. Ben Stiller.
That was weird.
Who plays the director? It's
Steve Coogan.
Steve Coogan.
Yep.
Danny McBride's in it, and he's a demolitions expert.
Yeah.
And Matthew McConaughey and the aforementioned Tom Cruise.
Al Pacino.
Yeah. I don't know that
Pacino,
actor's name, but yeah, the guy that runs Booty Sweat.
Yeah.
So anyways, they're making a movie in Vietnam, and they decide to do it guerrilla style and go out into the jungle and shoot the movie like real life,
like in the fields of which the Vietnam War was had.
Yeah.
Put him in shit.
Yeah. You want to turn these pansies into real actors.
Yeah.
So they go out there, and Steve Coogan very quickly gets blown up by a live mine that's left over from the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And half of them think it's a joke or it's part of the act, and half of them think that he's really dead. And they go on an adventure, and they end up at a opium mine, basically.
Yeah, like a opium workshop or like a mill factory. Yeah.
So that's Tropic Thunder.
They're producing poppy seed muffins.
Yeah. It's from 2008. It's so goddamn good. And it's another hard R, a lot of cussing, a lot of like stuff you wouldn't want to show to the kids. So watch it.
Well, yeah, and it has blackface too. So that's kind of a...
The point, Tyler.
kind of a weird thing.
The point is they're making fun of people doing blackface. This is the point. They're talking because in a number of times they talk about how ridiculous Kirk Lazarus, the actor played by Robert Downey Jr., is in doing blackface. And he even says, like, tries to relate with a real black actor that he's acting with and tell him,
Is that the song to the Jeffersons?
We've been through so much. That word has kept us down for 400 years.
Oh, God.
And and it's so ridiculous. It's so funny though. So watch that Tropic Thunder 2008 on Amazon Prime.
Awesome. And yeah, I don't have any shame.
Oh yeah.
I mentioned the movies that I watched this week.
No movie recommendations.
Watch The Cable Guy.
I did. I'd recommended them already.
Not on any streaming services though.
No.
There's not one. You didn't watch any Harry Potter movies?
No, I didn't have any time. I was at the theater.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, watch The Cable Guy, HBO Max.
Yeah, do that.
All right, fine. Well,
I endorse that.
Okay. Well, I do have one streaming pick. This one is from a It's from a long time ago.
Oh, yeah?
Back when I was living up in the Lost Coast.
1999.
I wouldn't say 1999, but I was 19.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
6 years ago.
10 years ago. What are you doing?
You're 29?
Yes, I am.
Man, you're old.
I know, I am. So this movie is called Humboldt County, streaming on HBO Max, and it's a quaint little indie film. It's about a medical student who is a failure at life, professionally and socially, and he meets this girl who, oh man, I can't remember the actress's name, but he meets this girl. And they have like a one night stand, and she's like, okay, I'm going to go home. You want to come with me? And they drive up to Humboldt County. They don't say this. Humboldt County is like, for anyone who doesn't know, is like a huge area. Like it's not just like a one point in place, but
Sasquatch lives there.
Yes.
That's right. And
also, marijuana lives there.
That's true.
It's where
too.
marijuana was invented.
That's true too. Well, yeah. And so he goes to Humboldt County with this girl he just met, and he gets stranded in this pot farm.
Oh, so it is
stead.
It is pot farm related.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gets stranded in this pot farm stead, and then he learns the way of life that isn't in LA, which he was originally from.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Is there a Sasquatch in this?
No Sasquatch. Although there is a little bit of a mention of a Sasquatch because, well, I don't want to give the movie too much away, but yeah, Sasquatch is mentioned in a perceived attack. But
oh, really?
They kind of figure out it was just tweakers. Which, by the way, that Sasquatch documentary, I'm almost certain that it was just tweakers.
Well, yeah. What convinced you?
Yeah. What convinced me?
Is it the fact that Sasquatch doesn't exist?
Because I lived there. I've lived there. I know. I know what.
How long you lived?
3 years.
Oh.
3 years.
What were you? Is this when you were cleaning Olivia Wilde's bathroom?
No, that was afterwards.
First of all, we don't know if Sasquatch doesn't exist.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. Well,
that's true.
I want to believe, as Mulder would say in the X-Files. I want to believe. But yeah, Humboldt County. It's a quaint little indie film. The writing is so, but I don't know. Like,
when did this come out?
2008.
Okay,
so like on the heels of Eagle versus Shark.
This is pre or post 9/11.
Yep. Yeah, post 9/11.
About the economy crash around the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the fucking economy crash.
Yeah, I mean, I had
foreclosed on a house because of that son of a bitch.
Yeah,
I was 24 with a foreclosure on my record. What the fuck?
Yeah, thank you.
I was a junior in high school.
Chase Bank.
Actually, it was Chase. That was my lender.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah. It's my current lender too.
Oh well, shout out to
JP
Chase
Morgan Chase. I actually found the drop.
Yeah. F those guys. But I did also allude to a movie that I did see in theaters last week on our last episode. And I didn't have the information pulled up because of the person who I am. But I did watch a documentary called Rita Moreno, Just a Girl Who Decided to Go For It. And if you guys aren't familiar with that actress's name, she was the lead in West Side Story, 1961's West Side Story. And oh my God, that documentary is heartbreaking and uplifting at the same time, because this is a girl who came from very poor, a very poor situation, and then she moved to New York, and then she, went to LA. She was kind of typecasted for a little bit, but then she got the West Side Story lead, and then she also went on to the Electric Company show in the 70s, starring Morgan Freeman. She was side by side with.
Is that the show or the movie?
Yeah, the show.
Oh, okay.
The show, and it's just an incredible documentary. I watched it at the Tower Theater in Sacramento, California. I don't know if it's still playing there, but
Rita Moreno.
Yeah.
Have you heard of her before you watched the documentary?
Well, yeah, because she was the lead in West Side Story.
Is
Which
that favorite of yours? I couldn't tell you a single character name or actor or actress from West Side Story.
Well, I mean, I watched it in high school. I watched it multiple times in high school. I don't know. I was in love with the dancing.
Do you like musicals?
Kind of. Like,
you like West Side Story?
I mean,
West Side Story is the exception when they're snapping their fingers.
Yeah.
Dance fighting.
Yeah.
When you're a jet, you're a jet. When you're a shark, you can fuck off.
Yeah. When I'm walking down an alley in the streets of Sacramento, I'm always snapping my fingers as a protective measure.
I can see you doing that with your denim jacket. With
Yeah.
buttons all over it.
Yep, that's right. But that that documentary, I don't know I don't think it's streaming anywhere, but when it does, I highly recommend it. And after you watch this movie, you're gonna say fuck Marlon Brando because he is a piece of shit.
Oh, we need more documentaries about how shitty Marlon Brando is.
He's a piece of shit, but he's a good actor. I mean, I'm not disparaging his acting skills, but he's a piece of shit. And
he played Jor-El.
You will find out how much of a piece of shit he is with this documentary. They don't go into it too deeply, but they go into one situation in which he was the ultimate asshole, which I'm still blown away by like what he did. Like it's insane. But yeah, and I will never view The Godfather the same way again.
I have a question for you, Tyler.
Okay.
At the beginning of the show, in the pre-show, you said you had a some sort of streaming pick or news about a movie that Joseph and I had recommended to you guys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What's that about?
So
we got time.
Okay, so both of Pete and Joseph, they were belly aching about me wanting to watch Inside. Right? That's what it's called, by Bo Burnham.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched it. I didn't like it.
What the really?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I think there was flashes of genius, but overall it was just annoying. I was annoyed for 85% of the movie.
Really?
And I went into it with an open mind. Like it's not like I went into there thinking like, oh, I'm not gonna like it because it's Bo Burnham and and there's music in it, which ironically I write music myself. So yeah, I watched the movie and I was annoyed. And
why?
Well, I don't know. I think
you didn't like this. How can you hate that beat?
Yeah, no,
Born in 1964, Jeffrey.
Come on, Tyler.
I cringe. I cringe. I don't know.
Do you not like
it? Just doesn't do it for me.
Do you not like musical comedy in general?
I guess not. I mean, the only
what about it was cringy?
Well,
for you, what was it?
I think it was a little bit too on the nose with the current events in our world. Like it was just like, okay, yeah, we get it. We're in isolation. Like it was just a little bit too on the nose. I guess that's what I have to say about it. It was just like, okay, yeah, we get it. You were isolated and you did your work. I got to say too, I don't know if I was really ever a fan of Bo Burnham to begin with. So
if you don't like musical comedy, you won't like this musical comedy
or any other musical.
And if you don't like Bo Burnham, don't watch this show about Bo Burnham.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I White Girl Instagram actually had me laughing.
That was a slapper.
That was a really funny bit. I really liked
that. By the way, Tyler, Nate, not named Dan in the chat says that Inside's a masterpiece. And Bree says that it was fantastic, and she cries every time she listens to the Turning 30 song.
Oh yeah, the Turning 30 song infuriated me.
I'm gonna send that to you on your 30th birthday, next April. See how you like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't mind getting older because I plan on living to 800 years old. So like at my age right now, it's like I'm in my infancy.
Last time we checked in, it was 300.
Well, it goes up every time.
You better be
with technology like advancing the way it is.
You got to get that Bezos money if you want to live to 800, though.
That's not true, though. I'm relying on my like superior genes. There have been many times where I should have died, but I'm alive right now.
You may not like it, but this is what the peak male form looks like.
That's right. That's right.
Look at him. You can see him now, audience.
Yeah.
This is what you're. This is men. This
Yeah.
is what you're supposed to look like.
Well, I'm not saying that.
Look in the camera, Tyler. Look right in the camera.
I mean, it is a little concerning that I have to wear glasses in my advancing age, but
that's a good point. Peak physical in 800 years, you're not going to be able to taste anything, hear anything, smell.
No, I plan on having most of my body replaced with mechanical parts.
And then when you can't pay the bill, they're gonna repo you like that movie with Jude Law in it. Repo Man.
Yeah. Well, maybe so. I don't know.
Top 5 dystopian futures.
Well, yeah. I mean, I come at me, bill collectors. I'll be ready. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nine and Dan says, thanks to Insight, I will never forget that Jeff Bezos was born in 1964.
That's true.
I don't give a good goddamn about
He's 20 years older than me.
You know what? I don't care if it's an unpopular opinion.
It's
it was annoying. There was some flashes of genius. That's what I said. There were some flashes.
No, you said it was annoying. No, I thought it was annoying.
All right, fine. You
stick to your guns, Tyler. Have your opinions.
I am. That's what I'm doing right now. I think. I just think it was a little bit too on the nose.
Going insane right now.
You know what? Maybe so. I'm doing this goddamn podcast.
Bullshit artist.
All right. Anyways, let's get into some Brokeback Mountain.
Yes. Brokeback Mountain.
We're breaking backs on this mountain.
Yeah. Well, I wish
Heath Ledger broke some backs.
He broke something else too. Hyman
and hearts.
He broke. Oh yeah, he broke.
Yeah, he broke
too.
some hearts. Yeah. That was obvious one.
And so for the people who are watching or just now listening for the first time, every week we do a deep dive into a movie we chose at random from the Wheel of Destiny. Whose choice was this, Tyler?
This was mine.
That's why Tyler's hosting this week.
Yeah,
his movie.
Yeah.
Why Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah, why?
Why Brokeback Mountain?
Why?
Why you put us through this?
I put you through this.
I don't have any tears left to shed, Tyler.
Okay, well,
they're all on my living room couch right now.
Well, because it's one of the greatest romantic stories ever told on the silver screen. Like,
that's a bold statement.
It is a bold, and that's why I said one of, like, not the.
What's the other one?
Marriage Story.
Oh.
Well, I wouldn't say it's romantic.
It is some. Well,
La La Land.
I haven't seen
Blue Valentine.
I wouldn't say Blue Valentine.
All those are not.
I'm not going to get into a list of that.
The beginning of Signs.
No. The reason why I chose this movie is because one of the greatest romantic stories ever told on the silver screen.
Okay.
And he's got it written down. So he keeps saying it in the whole thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And two, I just think that this is a movie that I feel like is not talked about enough in our modern age.
Mm-hmm.
I think it did get a lot of credit when it came out, but I think it deserves like a reinvigorated momentum.
It needs to be in the zeitgeist, and it's not.
Yeah. Well, actually, fun fact, this movie is the most recent movie to ever be registered in the Library of Congress.
No shit.
Yeah. So
and they left out B movie starring Jerry Seinfeld.
That's right.
Did they do it during Pride Month?
No, I think this happened in I want to say 2010 or something like that.
That's recent.
Yeah. 11 years. Yeah, 11 years ago. Oh my god. 2010 was 11.
But I don't know if does that mean the most recent?
How often do they do that?
Or does it mean like the most recently released year movie?
From my understanding, it was the most recent movie to be released.
Like this was.
Oh, so it's like the newest movie that's in Library of Congress.
Yeah, this is a 2005 release.
Yeah.
So there's nothing
above that. Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I don't think Dark Knight's in the Library of Congress.
What qualify? Why do you have to? What? How do you get in there?
Well, it's a
Congress has to vote on it.
So the quality. Yeah,
we know how slow they are.
It has to be culturally significant, aesthetically significant, and I can't remember the third.
It's a lot of movies between 2005 and now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're talking about Brokeback Mountain here, though. Like, I mean, we all saw the movie. Like, that,
yeah, we did.
That's a timeless classic. Like, I think
I wouldn't say it's timeless.
Okay.
It's a point. I think it encapsulates a point in time, specifically.
Okay, I was just okay. Well,
are you going to give us the information on the movie?
Let's get a breakdown.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little later.
A little later, we're talking about the fucking movie.
In a little.
2005, Brokeback Mountain.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get to.
That's what we're talking about. Lead this goddamn show.
That's what I'm trying to do.
What year was this released?
2005, directed by Ang Lee.
There we
go. This follows Enos and Jack.
Enos.
What
the fuck?
I thought. I don't know. It's kind of like a really weird name. Like
it's a really old school name.
It is.
I'm pretty sure I have a grandpa Enos or Uncle Enos from Idaho.
It's kind of a weird name to put in this movie.
They show the penis.
They kind of do.
I was waiting for
They do show a little
wang
side dick.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of a side profile of some wang.
I'm gonna go back and pause that scene.
Anyways, Enos and Jack are two shepherds who develop a sexual and emotional relationship. The relationship becomes complicated when both of them get married to their respective girlfriends. However, that's such a bland description of
that's what happens in the movie.
Well, I know it does, but like it's so much more complex than
that's why you have to watch it.
Yeah.
That's anyways,
synopsis.
Pete, was this your first viewing of Brokeback Mountain?
Yes, it was, Tyler. It was my first time watching, and I really enjoyed it. I kept thinking about Ang Lee's The Hulk the whole time.
Why?
Because he directed that.
Yeah, because he directed that.
That's my only reference.
And
point
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, and Crouching Tiger.
And I was like, this movie's nothing like those movies.
No flying people.
No, I didn't see
green people.
I know. I didn't see one goddamn flying dagger in the whole thing.
You weren't watching closely enough.
It was really. I feel like it was expertly directed. The scenery shots are probably my favorite. Like, I'm like, God damn, should we just move to Wyoming right now? Can we just go to that stream right now?
Oh my God, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. And then
we should all take a middle class film class camping trip.
I've been to Wyoming. Don't go there.
And then I saw them washing clothes in the creek. I'm like, I'm out. And then her washing clothes in her fucking sink at home.
Oh yeah, with the washboard.
Yeah, Enos's wife. And I saw the really funny thing. Really funny thing that I thought was interesting was when he's washed Jake Gyllenhaal, Jack Twist, is washing his clothes in the creek. He has a club, and he's beating his shirt with it.
It's not even a club; it's like a branch.
It's a stick, yeah. And I'm like, is that how they do it? So I started Googling how to wash your clothes in a river, and you're either supposed to hit it with a stick or slap it on a rock to loosen the dirt up.
Oh.
Wow.
Which seems excessive, but anyways,
there's no dryers or washers there, so
I digress.
Doing the tumble.
Yeah, no, that's and then you're supposed to get it wet. That loosens the dirt off.
Oh, you do it first, and then you get it
wet.
That makes sense.
Beat okay. Anyways, so I liked it a lot. I was more sad than anything.
Yeah,
like,
it takes a lot out of you.
Like I wanted them to just accept who they are, but this was late 1970s Wyoming, or mid 1970s, early 19 or mid late.
It got to the 80s.
Did it? It went across 20 years or so.
Yeah,
and but it was the whole time you're just like you're thinking about like them trying to make their relationship work, and can they make it work, and maybe we can do this, and you're getting, I don't know, it was just so frustrating just for them if you're putting yourself in the shoes of the characters. Because they both know what they really want.
Yeah,
you could see the brightness and the happiness in their eyes once they finally get back together. But it's like they're like tied to this convention of what you're supposed to do. So
especially in Wyoming.
Yeah, especially after seeing what Enos saw as a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh,
which we'll get into that. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I'm glad. I'm kind of upset I haven't watched it before that. But good time. So thanks,
awesome.
Tyler.
Joseph.
Yes, this is pretty much my first time watching it. I've seen like a part of it a long time ago, and then I was like a child, so I was like, this is boring.
Look at all the sheep.
It's a very gray movie.
I just want to know, like, in what situation you were a child watching this movie.
It's on cable.
It was on.
It's 2005, right?
Yeah, 2005.
So this was that. I probably would have watched it like during high school.
Okay.
Yeah, so a full viewing of it. Yeah, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No,
really?
I did not like it.
That's very surprising.
I thought
Wow.
it was very boring.
Mm.
And like Pete said, it is it is sad, but like not in a good way. Like it's just depressing the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wait, so that's why you don't like it, because it's depressing? Or?
no, that's not why I don't like it. I don't like it because it's boring.
Oh my god.
And I also thought the pacing of the movie was really weird. Like I don't know. It just felt like a TV movie. It felt like I was watching like Lifetime or like a Hallmark movie.
One of the greatest movies of the
I see what you mean.
of the mid 2000s. You're comparing it to Lifetime movies.
I get it.
It felt, and the music.
Was it because of like when they would cut away to them being back in Wyoming, and they're just like on horseback riding around together, just glancing at each other, exchanging knowing glances with the cheesy music playing?
Yeah, kind of. And then also the music was very corny to me, and like the repetitive acoustic, like it had like a theme. Basically.
Yeah, it was like a motif every time they got together. That same musical.
It was like bah, 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 bah. And it was like this acoustic, almost like a 12-string sounding guitar.
Yeah,
and it was just repetitive over and over again. And I got tired of it. And but like other than that, like the acting was good. The sweeping shots were really good, and like production wise, it was pretty good. But I don't know, I just
didn't land.
I just didn't like it. It felt like a bunch of, I mean, it basically was just a bunch of different times.
Yeah, it's like smash cut
in their life.
Now it's 5 years later,
and they're both assholes.
Yeah,
like they're both dicks, and they put their dicks in their.
We knew it was coming.
What?
That's what he said.
I'm curious why, because I somewhat agree with you, but why do you think they are assholes?
They're assholes to everybody else in their life besides each other.
Like in what way? What specifically are they assholes?
Well, first off, Enos is basically just he's like verbally abusive and emotionally abusive to his wife,
and also emotionally not there
for
his
her kids and his wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with that.
Ain't no one eating unless you're serving it.
Yeah. And
Alma,
like he is just like he's with her and they have kids somehow, and
they still have sex.
Yeah, I know that. That's the other thing. I'm not sure if he was actually gay. I think he was bi.
Well,
I think you force yourself to do things.
Jack Frost or Jack Twist or whatever.
Jack Frost,
which is definitely a porn name.
Yeah, Jack Twist.
Definitely a porn name.
Jack Twist.
You know,
he'll twist your insides up.
He's got to.
No, he gets his insides twisted up.
Yeah, he's a power bottom.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he generates the power. Yeah,
he was less of an asshole, I think, to his family, but Anne Hathaway was definitely a bitch.
Yeah, well, I mean,
her hair gets blonder and blonder.
That's true. That I will say that wig was atrocious on Anne Hathaway. Like every time, this movie starts out in 1963, which I kind of agree with you.
I didn't like it. That's my initial thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
what about your initial thoughts, Tyler?
Well, my initial thoughts.
When did you first watch this?
Yeah,
I first watched this, I think in 2009 or 2010, like fresh out of high school. I heard about it, and like a lot. I grew up in a pretty homophobic part of Sacramento, so a lot of people were making jokes like, "Oh, yeah, Brokeback Mountain." Like just making like jokes that I wasn't really like, I wasn't comfortable with it because I liked Ang Lee at that time. Like I liked Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I didn't like the Hulk that much, but I appreciated the integrity of the movie. And so I heard about Brokeback Mountain through these homophobic jokes. And I was just like, I'm going to check it out. Like it can't be that bad. And I checked it out. Tears were shed.
Mm-hmm.
And also I was very frustrated too, because it's like, for me as a person, like I don't understand, as we as a society don't allow people to fall in love with whoever they want to,
luckily that's becoming less and less
common,
but in the 60s you definitely, you really run a risk,
not in California.
But you run a risk of literally being killed.
Yeah. And so that's kind of I put myself in that headspace because I forgot that this movie set place in the beginning in 1963. And so like the impact of their relationship is a lot more, impactful.
Yeah, I thought it was strange that it didn't feel like 1963. I mean, Jack Twist pulls up in a 51 GMC pickup that looks like it's 50 years old. And you're like, how's it age that much in 11 years? That's crazy.
Well, there's a lot of use.
It's been through this shit.
It goes from Texas to Wyoming every summer.
Yeah.
For some reason.
So like knowing that this was taking place in a time where, groups of men were just straight up murdering people who they perceived as gay, not even if they weren't gays. And I want to bring up the story of Enos, where he was
Ennis.
I think you can say either way.
I thought they said it is.
Hi, my name's Enos.
Okay, Ennis. I don't remember. I don't recall him.
Rhymes with a Venus.
Yeah.
And something else.
I thought the character names were just not that great.
But Jack Twist.
Tyler, if in 1963, do you think you would be one of those roaming marauders just looking for gay dudes to beat up?
No, I think I would be. I think
a progressive shining light in Wyoming in 1963.
No, I think I probably would be in Palo Alto trying to be in the band of the Grateful Dead. But
oh my gosh, it's funny.
So like just having your headspace into that time frame in Wyoming where, the prejudice was running high. I mean, you don't see no black people in this movie.
Okay, so
which is
on that topic, did you guys feel like watching the little vignettes of them living in their little small white towns?
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching like the hoedown. There's like the rodeo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic announcer, by the way. Look at him go from Lightning Flat, Wyoming. Boy, does she know how to make that horse move. And it was like, that was great. And then smash cut to like the cowboy bar, and everyone's wearing cowboy hats and everyone's wearing the shirts with the frills on it, the little whatevers.
You know what's funny? I almost got a cowboy hat for this episode.
That's fantastic.
I almost did.
But the point, what I thought about at the time, I was like watching this like bird's eye view of this community just living their life. It felt like I was watching like a documentary about some remote Nordic town where everyone's super white. Everyone's wearing very similar culturally specific clothing. They all have the strange sounding vernaculars that they're using.
American Midsummer.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is America, only, a few decades past. Mm-hmm. But still, I mean, if you were to go to Wyoming now, there's probably a lot of that very similar stuff happening, and it's like that. We're
more Trump flags, though.
We're so far detached from it, like over here in California, and Wyoming. It feels like a completely different world or country or part of the earth.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, so essentially, the story goes that Ennis and Jack, they're looking for work on Brokeback Mountain to herd some sheep, and they go to this portable trailer. And I didn't really like the tension in the beginning. I thought they could have been a little bit more restrained, because as soon as Jack comes up, like he's like looking at Ennis, like ooh, like he's like looking him up and down, like as if like
he's literally posing, like he's like posing in front of his truck.
I thought that was
like he's ready for it.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit too. I
just got to put yourself out there, man. How you gonna know?
They're really laying on the fact of like there are gonna be gay cowboys in this movie.
Yeah, but let's just assume that they weren't gay. If this is just a
maybe he was
story
just
about
like
two
fronting.
guys, is it gay to lean against your truck? Are we gatekeeping leaning against trucks now?
Wearing a denim tuxedo.
They're all wearing denim tuxedos.
No. But
this is way before Jay Leno. They were pioneers of the Canadian tuxedo.
But you bring up a good point, because going into this movie, you already
Look at the buns
have
on
like
that hose now.
You already have this perception of they're going to end up together. Like regardless of whether or not you've ever seen this movie, you've heard it in our culture. And so you know that this is what's going to happen evenally. So
but
maybe
do they end up together?
No, they don't.
They
which
have a
is
forbidden love.
Spoilers.
Yeah, which that was the most I felt Jack's frustration because, they go up to the mountain and, at first, like, they're pretty good. Like, they seem pretty good friends, like
At first, they seem like they don't really care for each other at all.
Yeah, no, like they're
playing hard to get.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Did Ennis rape Jack Twist or the other way around?
Ooh.
Jack got him all liquored up, and then he grabbed his hand and literally guided it to his schwanz.
Did he? I thought he just grabbed like a big spoon.
He did, and then it started going south of the border.
Okay.
He went below the equator.
Oh, that's why he woke up.
And then when he's like, is that a dick I'm feeling? And he did not like it at first.
He didn't say that.
No, he did not. That was in his head. That was in his head. That's in my head.
But like you can tell by his body language that like
he was not happy.
His perception of life is being challenged, even though
he's drunk.
Yeah,
there was a rape.
Well, yeah.
The greatest love story.
Who was? Which one?
They were both drunk. They drank a fifth of whiskey.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger got raped by Jack, even though Heath Ledger was the one giving it to him.
Yeah.
So he
was coerced into the
Jack
sex.
Twist is the power bomb.
Yes,
he
is.
Coerced.
He was coerced to it. He was drunk.
Coerced. Yeah.
Greatest story ever told, according to Tyler.
Yes,
Greatest romance story ever told.
Oh, is this how you bring me down?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't. You think it's based off of a rape?
I don't think I did.
The absolute worst movie I have ever seen.
All that being said, I loved it.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like, you bring up a good point. I didn't think about that because my perception was is that they had
so lonely up in those mountains.
I know.
They
get warm somehow.
They had these buried feelings, but because it was the 60s, they grew up in a very masculine kind of way that expressing those feelings was just so taboo. It was just off the table. And Jack taking the risk because, like, like us humans, us creatures, we go off of scent. So maybe that there was,
it was like, it smells gay. Smells pretty gay in here.
I'm just saying, like, there was probably some pheromones going on in that tent, and
no. Listen. There's a reason why Jack's the one who ended up.
That pheromone was booze.
There's a reason why Jack's the one that ended up getting lynched by those gay-hating group of guys.
Allegedly,
that's not what happened.
Allegedly.
I know it's ambiguous, but there's a reason why he's the one. And Heath Ledger's not the one who would have gotten stomped to death.
He went to Mexico and got a handy from Mexico.
Because Jack Twist knows who he is, and he's accepting that, and he pushes the boundaries. Like, he's the one who came on, obviously.
I almost forgot. We're live streaming right now.
We are. Hi, chat. How's it going? Ryan says, smells gay. I'm in the chat. But Jack Twist is the one who's taking the risk and ultimately paying the price.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And it's like, how bold do you have to be in 1960? And then it all comes crashing down. I felt so bad when we watch fucking Randy Quaid spying on them like a creep.
First of all, Randy Quaid is in this movie.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Top 5 Randy Quaid performances.
That isn't a National Lampoon movie.
This is number 1.
Or Independence Day.
Number 2 is Independence Day. Yeah.
I will say this, Joseph. I didn't like the music. Like, I think this movie would have been a lot more impactful if there was no music. If you could just hear
no music.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot more boring.
You can hear the slapping.
Oh, no.
You can hear the viscera.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? You know what? Fun fact about this movie is Gus Van Sant was he was supposed to direct this movie.
That is fun.
Yeah. Can you imagine Gus Van Sant directing Brokeback Mountain? It would have been much more graphic. It would have been a much more graphic movie.
How he spits on his hand.
Yeah, but
in the rape scene.
It cuts away.
In the rape scene.
He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Jack Twist?
Oh my God.
Is there any dialogue in that scene?
Yeah, he says, what are you doing?
He just I can't understand a fucking word that Heath Ledger says in this movie.
I know. Well, yeah, we have subtitles on perpetually in the Abeta house.
Yeah.
And
I had to put them on.
Yeah. And he says, there's a couple of scenes when the subtitles don't even try. It just is blank when Heath Ledger's talking.
Oh, I could understand him. But I did have this movie like
on the language of slur.
Yeah. He speaks Mumblish.
That's true.
I'm fluent in Mumblish because of my friendship with Kevin Lesbian in high school. He mumbles.
Kevin Lesbian?
Yeah. No.
His name is Kevin Lesbian.
How dare you stoop to that level?
That's what you said.
In Pride Month.
It's not Pride Month. This far from Pride Month.
It's not Pride Month anymore.
It's the 33rd of June in my heart. So still
this far from International Women's Day.
I know.
Well, anyways, I just feel like that the music was just a little bit cheesy. Like it was just, I would have liked the music to be very minimal. And I think that would have given credit to
I like the music.
They're so repetitive.
I like it.
Yes, exactly.
So, on that topic of the repetitive nature of when they get back to their little hideaway in the mountains, I feel like it was done on purpose in the sense that they live two lives, clearly.
Yes.
You have their lives with their family, and for the most part, it fucking sucks. It's like there's a baby's crying all the time. You're broke. You can't just regular broke, not broke back. And you're constantly
broken backs.
Now, I mean, I know Jack Twist is not particularly broke. He sells combines and tractors and stuff, but he's not.
He's still miserable.
He's particularly miserable.
Yeah.
And only when they get together and they're out off by themselves in the mountains, in the Wyoming mountains, does the peace and quietude of their relationship come through. And that little bling, that little spring of the guitar is like bringing you back to that world.
Yeah.
So I get it, but I have a problem with that.
Oh.
Because let's take the sexual aspect of the relationship together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Day-to-day life, we all live. We're living this capitalist hellscape that we're in. We have to work for a fucking living, and we have to make money, and there's always this pressure, and what's going to happen if my car breaks down?
Two people had sex in the 90s, and now I got to pay bills.
I know. Fuck that. So...
I think my mother is watching this. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. But you have this rigmarole that we all have to deal with on a daily basis. That's why you go on vacation, to get away from it. You don't have to be having sex with the people you're on vacation with for it to be a great release from your world, Well, you're in the mountains of Wyoming. If you like going to the mountains of Wyoming and fishing with your buddies, that's just as relaxing as going and having sex with your buddies in the mountains.
Just what you do.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do it, but it's just a bonus, It's icing on the cake.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
If I got to, what do they see each other once a month?
Well, actually, I wasn't aware of the schedule.
At some points, they allude to once a month.
They were, So in the later years, they were seeing themselves once a month. But in the beginning, they were seeing themselves like once every 4 years.
Okay,
or like it was like years in between. And
the first time it was 4 years.
How much better would your life be if you went on vacation once a month?
Oh, that would be great.
It'd be fucking great.
Great.
I don't care if it is in the Wyoming mountains.
I just get camping.
Just get away. No. we can barely even get on stream once a month. I mean, the amount of equipment involved is daunting.
There's a lot of boxes in here.
We should spin on a mountain.
That's true. We could, but yeah, I'm just saying that it's like
on a campfire.
It's almost like causation doesn't equal correlation, right?
Yeah.
Or correlation doesn't equal causation. It's like I'm so much happier when I'm out here. Yeah, no shit. You don't have to worry about your kids and your wife and the bills and all that other shit. And are you equating it with this forbidden love too? Is that part of it? Or is it just because you're away from your family?
I get to go fuck another guy.
I know. Sweet.
You know what? That's actually not a bad point to bring up, because yes, you could call it forbidden love, but is it forbidden love if it's, I mean, I don't know, like they do express like a very deep intimacy towards each other, especially in that scene where at one point, I think this was in the 70s, where Jack has those goddamn sideburns
chops,
and the mustache, and he's like pissed off. He's like, I offered this option years ago, like we could just go off on our own, but Ennis, like you have a family. But Ennis is very justifiably scared about doing that, because when he was 9 years old, his dad showed him a lynched gay man, or allegedly lynched gay man, into a quarry.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know.
That was in a movie full of sad things. That was probably one of the sadder things for a character that you don't even know. You're just like, literally
the brutality of it.
Yeah. And it's like, I've seen a lot of posts, even in like as an enlightened world that we're in, living in this liberal paradise in California, right? which is really a lot redder than you might think out here.
Yeah, it is.
I see a lot of posts online about like, I'm not celebrating Pride. What is there to celebrate? And it's like, you're not celebrating it. You're trying to bring normalcy to this, group of people.
Yeah.
If you're born black in the 50s in the South, you have a real good chance that you might get killed just for existing.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes for a lot of homosexuals. And it's like, especially, it's on fucking front and center.
Also in the South.
Yeah. It's Wyoming in the north.
Wyoming is in like
Midwest. Still the same thing.
It's all, once you pass Colorado, it's all the South.
Yeah.
Except for Maine.
Yeah.
It's Maine, New York, and then the South.
Yeah. Not even New York, like New York City.
Yeah. So anyways, I don't know. It was really sad. I liked the landscape shots of it. I liked a lot of it. But I had one big question. Was David Harbour trying to get in that ass?
Oh, yeah. I thought he was too.
I think Jack Twist really exudes that like power bottom energy. And he just like wink. He just like, you didn't have to wink.
Hey, Hopper, hop on this.
I don't know. I think it was just the perspective that you were seeing from Jack. I don't think he was.
He seemed keen.
He's like, maybe I should go up there for a weekend.
Yeah, I mean,
fish a little, drink a little whiskey.
I think
suck each other's dicks.
Yeah, I think the acting was a little bad on that part. I feel like it should have been great. It should have been a little bit more ambiguous because, like, I mean.
That was
like
it was pretty ambiguous.
Nothing, yeah, it didn't even.
But no, it wasn't. It was a really like intimate, like because they're sitting on that bench and like he's like talking about like just the tone of his voice.
I just had an epiphany.
Oh,
and we need to wrap up pretty soon. But when Ennis goes back to Jack's family's house and talks to his parents, he talks about how the parents always said, "I want to bring up my friend Ennis up here, and we're gonna whip this farm into shape."
Yeah.
And then she says, well, in the last couple of years, he says, I'm going to bring this other fella up here to whip this into shape. And it's apparently one of his neighbors or friends that lives down the street. Maybe that was David Harbour that they're talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe after Ennis kicks Jack Twist to the curb and they have a falling out, maybe David Harbour's his new buddy.
I
didn't put that together until just then.
Yeah, that's when that happened. I was like, oh, he's talking about the other guy.
I didn't.
See, that's why you make the big bucks.
That's right.
Well, I don't know. I don't think.
You don't think I make the big bucks?
Oh no, I do. I am making $230,000 a year.
Just making up numbers.
But I think that I don't know. I was kind of more focused on Ennis and Jack's relationship. I wasn't focused on Jack's extracurricular activities. I was just more focused on the tragedy of their relationship because, I mean, cringe-worthiest scene ever is when they first meet after 4 years and they start making out on that stairwell and the wife sees it
in public.
Like, why? Like,
hide your shame, boy.
Well, I guess the jig's up.
I know.
Why didn't they meet in like an alleyway or something? Like, because he knew that the wife was like just right out the door. But at the same time, though, it's like the passion overtook them.
It's too much. They couldn't do it.
So to bring up another question, were they gay? I think Jack was gay. I think Ennis was starved for real human connection that he found into Jack. And I think he's more fluid rather than like a straight hard, like I only like guys.
If it's in the 60s, you're gay.
I don't.
They didn't have pansexuality and gender fluid.
No.
We're not talking about labels here. He's just
they weren't aware of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I feel like as a manly man as Ennis is, like it doesn't matter like if it's a guy or a girl, like if it connects with him on an emotional level, then that's good enough for him. And that's what I feel like that relationship was. And it was a beautiful relationship. And I'm so glad that we were able to talk about it. I wish who's the executive of a stab comedy? No, we need to go on a little bit longer.
No, we don't. We have to grade this thing. Yeah, 15 minutes.
Oh,
any last thoughts?
No, I'll give my last thoughts in my grade.
Okay. I guess my last thoughts would be that I think this movie is a timeless classic, along with all of the other older classics of yesteryear. I think this movie will be regarded as a Criterion classic, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think rest in peace, Heath Ledger. He was the best actor in this movie. He reminded me he is the true cowboy of the Wild West.
Apparently we were watching very different movies because Randy Quaid killed it.
yeah, Randy Quaid. Yeah, that pudgy motherfucker.
I got a fat shame.
I'm not fat shaming anyone.
In Pride Month.
He in Pride Month. If we're gonna get into grades right now, solid A for me.
Solid A. All right, cool. Let's say I'd probably give this an A-. I enjoyed the story of their relationship. I enjoyed the frustration of it, as weird as that sounds. Like, I watch movies to bring out emotions for me that I don't necessarily want or get to feel in my day-to-day life, and there was a lot of that in this movie. I felt very frustrated for them, and also, like, I was a little happy that, in today's society we've come so much farther than that. But there's still a lot of places.
There's still a lot of
even in America that we're beating a dead horse with that. But the movie itself was great. I liked the cinematography of it. I liked the two worlds building that they had. It was like this shitty day-to-day humdrum life. And I loved the scene when Jake Gyllenhaal tells off his father-in-law. Fuck that guy.
Oh yeah,
A-.
That was awesome.
A- for me.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this movie a C-.
Oh wow!
Just to give it some merit.
My God.
C-.
You really didn't like this movie?
No, it's almost a D.
Wow.
It was really slow, really boring. That pacing was really strange for me. I wanted to feel something for them, but I didn't get there. Like I wanted to care about them, but I didn't.
I know what you mean, because it went very quickly to like, all right, now we're fucking.
Yeah, that was very quick.
But to the credit of the movie, the rest of it is like they don't show any more sex stuff. It's just them kissing and canoodling together with their head. Yeah,
the performances are great. Michelle Williams cannot not be in a depressing movie. And
I didn't think about that.
Everyone did a great job in the movie. They were well directed. It just wasn't. It was just like not my.
Just didn't hit you.
Not my. It didn't hit me the way I was hoping it would.
Well,
all the ingredients were there.
The best acting was at the very end of the movie from Heath Ledger.
That's right.
When he's looking at his clothes, right?
Yeah, his original clothes,
shirt and
worn by Jack.
Jack's shirt.
Yeah, and
oh my God, that was tragic.
But yeah, I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it.
Okay.
Well, I mean that's fine. I mean everyone's entitled to their own wrong opinion.
I can't believe this, and in Pride Month, no less.
But are we all in agreement that Heath Ledger is a legendary actor, though?
It was great. It was like I was comparing his performance in this to like his other performances, and it really felt like a completely different person.
You want to know
Knight's Tale
and good. Joker. I mean the Dark Knight, which is the only two things I've ever seen.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Nope.
Yeah. You didn't like that?
Never seen it. I've seen it, but I don't think of Heath Ledger from that.
Oh, he's.
I can't even think of any other Heath Ledger movies.
He's the Joker and the Knight from Knight's Tale, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Sir William.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Do you have the Tyler Wheel music?
The Tyler Wheel music.
Yeah. What time is it now, Tyler?
It is time for the Wheel of Destiny. I almost said the real time.
I was gonna say you're looking at the clock.
One more time, Tyler.
Time for the Wheel of Destiny.
1 wheel, 8 slots, 3 hosts. This is the Wheel of Destiny.
I will give $5 to anyone who knows what the song is from.
You said you'll give $5 to anyone who knows what song that's from in the chat?
Yeah.
All right. You heard it first, listeners and viewers and chatters. Okay, so we have the famous Wheel of Destiny right here. I've already taken the liberty of erasing Brokeback Mountain because I'm assuming we're not going to watch that next week, right, Tyler?
No.
Okay. What's your replacement for The Wheel?
Oh, wow. So, yeah, I thought about this a lot, and I think that the most appropriate replacement for this movie is The Human Centipede.
Oh, my God. You don't like The Human Centipede?
Why are we watching this?
Because
why are we maybe watching this?
The reason why is because I feel like it's like the first Saw movie. You know, a lot of people associate Saw with torture porn. A lot of people associate The Human Centipede with The Human Centipede 2, which is very graphic. But not a lot of people have seen the first one, which is
it's graphic.
It is graphic, but it's actually like a really good thriller movie. And that's not true, Michael St. Michael's. How dare you?
I actually think it is a lot better of a movie than most people give it credit for.
Yeah.
Although the actual content in it is repulsive and
the content is very graphic, not graphic in description. It's not very graphic in visualness. I think it's a great movie.
Bree's giving an obvious disapproval.
Yeah,
for this.
Bree's eyes, I could hear Bree's eyes detach from her skull, rolling in her head over this Human Centipede.
That's fine. You know, it's not a movie for everyone, but you know, Saw isn't a movie for everyone either. So you know what? It's good. It's going to be a great time. And I can't wait to watch it. And I can't wait to give it about it.
Great time. To be clear, we're not watching that next week. It's just on the wheel.
Yes.
Well, we might be watching it.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
You never know. All right. So I'm going to recap what's on the wheel for the people who are not watching on the stream. We have a bunch of fan picks. If you want to get your movie on the fan list and potentially land on the wheel here on the fan pick, just send an email to us at mcfcpodcast@gmail.com or go to the website mcmcpodcast.com. There's a spot you can submit your selections there and contact with us and look at our ugly mugs. So we got a bunch of fan picks. Then we got Hot Fuzz from Pete, The Human Centipede from Tyler, Antichrist, which is a fan pick that I'm adopting for my wheel from Chris, and just a bunch of more fan picks. So
how many fan picks total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5
out of 8.
5 fan picks plus Antichrist, which is also a fan pick. But
so technically 6 out of 8.
6 out of 8. So this is going to be what we watch on episode 97.
Damn,
big
looped
spin.
It up.
Big spin.
Fan pick.
It is a fan pick from Joseph's adopted selection.
Yes, I was going to replace the movie, or replace the fan pick with a movie, but I totally forgot what movie it was.
Okay. So you have the
I have
random
the floor
generator
now. Random generator, I think. Still, here it is.
How many movies do we have on there now from the fans?
Let's take a gander at that. See, I'm just making sure that we removed everything that we needed to for.
So
the last one was Eagle versus Shark.
Yeah.
So that's gone. I'm going to do all of them.
Okay. Sometimes we'll choose the top 10, like the oldest 10 or the newest 10 or whatever. This is randomly selected of the entire fan list.
Oh God.
And we need to wrap up right after that.
All right. My computer is running a lot of things right now. So bear with me.
Jesse, I hope you don't mind if we go over about 2 minutes or so.
Sorry, I'm using a website.
We didn't really count for the random number generator which we have online.
Oh Jesus! Oh, here it comes. Oh, Facebook Business Suite. Take it forever.
I love this.
I love this.
I love
this segment.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
here we go. I think yes.
Oh yeah, how many total fan picks are there? Do you think?
Let me count. There's no numbers.
That's all right. Don't
1,
don't count
2,
it.
3, 4.
Don't count it.
There's a lot.
We don't have time.
All right. I am picking a random movie. Here it goes.
Fan pick.
The winner is Amores Perros.
Oh,
from listener Michael Greaves.
Oh, Michael Greaves, double winner.
Yeah,
kind of a triple winner.
I think he's gotten all of his movies removed now.
Brazil. was
from
Michael St. Michael /
from
Michael Graves.
The List.
All right, so Morris Peros. What do you know about that?
I don't know nothing about no Peros.
Yeah, we're going in blind.
Yeah.
So,
Let me see if it's streaming anywhere.
Probably not.
It is not streaming. You can rent it on. No, it's streaming on Pluto and Tubi.
Oh, cool. Tubi. All right.
Or you can rent it in 4K for $4.
I do love Tubi.
Well, let's just go
I
in.
recommend.
Let's go in 100% blind. This is a listener pick from Michael Greaves.
Yes.
And we're all going to watch it on Tubi.
St. Michael's.
Almost. And before we say goodbye, I want to remind everybody, go to the Red Museum in person July 11th, Sunday at 8 p.m. and watch Big Trouble in Little China.
Required payment too of $5.
Please help out.
No suggested donation.
Voluntary.
It's
not voluntary. It's required.
It's a suggested donation.
I'm requiring it. I demand it.
Tyler, please. Bring some money for the local art. It's a good time. So until next time, thank you for turning in to episode 96, Middle Class Film Class. Follow us next week as we watch Amores Perros from fan Michael Greaves. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC podcast, and send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
And follow us on Twitter at podcast MCFC.
And please follow us on Instagram at Middle Class Film Class, and also leave us a voicemail. That number is 209-730-6010. And also tune into other Stab Comedy events.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Stab, for having us. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
See ya.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's the first streamed Middle Class Film Class here on Stab. So fun. So happy to have you guys finally. Let's get this. Let's not blow it out here. Oh, I wasn't even prepared. I'm sitting here 2 hours and I can't be prepared. What am I doing? So that's it for this afternoon. But we're not done for the day. Come back at 7 o'clock. It's back-to-back and with a really long gap. Back-to-back podcast recordings tonight. 7 o'clock. It's Dregs of Craigs. It's the normal first Saturday Dregs of Craigs live edition. The boys delving deep into the dark recesses, the dark, sticky, damp corners of Craigslist. Pulling out favorite ads for you guys. So that's it for us. Let's see. Do we have some folk? Is there anything going on? Yeah, let's send you guys, if there's some of you left. Let's raid you guys over to Lobster Dust. If they're still going, they are. Some new mashups. Check them out over there, and of course Tibby. See you guys tonight at 7 o'clock. Check out stabcomedytheater.com for the full calendar of events. If you want to know more, we stream live improv, stand-up, sketch, podcasts, and gaming streams 7 days a week. So there's always something here for you. Hold on for the raid. We'll see you a little bit later tonight.
Episode?
Yeah.
Like an A.
Nay. Got a good time on it?
Yeah, okay.